Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Speak Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. We're so happy you're spending some time with us today.
Today's topic is something almost everyone enjoys: shopping. Whether you're buying clothes, looking for a gift, or just walking around the mall, shopping can be fun. And sometimes a little dangerous for your wallet.
That's especially true if you're shopping with someone who loves to spend money.
Are you talking about me?
Maybe. I'm not naming any names.
Well, today we're going to share some funny shopping stories, talk about our habits, and learn some useful English expressions along the way. So, let's get started. So, Alex, let's start with a simple question. Do you actually enjoy shopping?
I think it depends on what I'm shopping for. If I know exactly what I need, then yes. I can go to the store, buy it, and leave in 10 minutes. But if I'm just walking around without a plan, I get bored pretty quickly.
Really? I'm completely different. I actually enjoy walking around, looking at different stores, and comparing things before I decide what to buy. Sometimes I don't even buy anything. I just like seeing what's new.
I think that's called window shopping, looking without buying. I've done that a few times, especially when I'm waiting for someone.
Exactly. It's relaxing. You don't have to spend money every time you go shopping. Sometimes it's just nice to get out of the house, walk around, and discover new things.
I agree. Although I have to admit, if I walk into a bookstore or an electronics store, my self-control suddenly disappears.
So that's your weakness. For me, it's definitely stationery stores. I know it sounds strange, but I love notebooks, colorful pens, and planners. Every time I see a beautiful notebook, I convince myself that it's going to change my life.
Let me guess. You write on the first 5 pages and then never open it again.
Why is that so accurate? I always start with so much excitement. I decorate the first page, make everything look perfect, and then somehow I forget about it.
I think everyone has something like that. We don't always buy things because we need them. Sometimes we buy them because they make us feel excited for a moment.
That's true. It's interesting how shopping can affect our mood. Have you ever had a bad day and thought, maybe buying something small will make me feel better?
Honestly, yes. Even something simple like a cup of coffee or a new book can improve my mood. But I've also learned that the feeling doesn't last very long.
Exactly. That's why I try to ask myself one question before buying anything. Do I really need this? Or do I just like it right now?
That's actually a smart question. Because sometimes we confuse want with need, and there's a big difference between the two.
Definitely. If I waited just one day before buying something, I'd probably save a lot of money.
Same here. Sometimes the best shopping decision is deciding not to shop at all.
I think clothes are probably the hardest thing for me to buy.
Really? I thought you enjoyed shopping for clothes.
Oh, I do. That's exactly the problem. I enjoy it so much that I spend forever deciding.
So you're one of those people who tries on 10 different outfits and still says, I don't know.
Maybe. I just like making sure something feels right before I buy it. Sometimes it looks great on the hanger, but completely different when I wear it.
That's true. I've had the opposite experience. Sometimes I don't like something at first, then I try it on and suddenly it becomes my favorite.
Exactly. That's why I never judge clothes too quickly. You really have to see how they fit.
I usually keep my style pretty simple. A comfortable t-shirt, jeans, and sneakers. That's enough for me.
I think simple styles never go out of fashion. They're easy to match with almost anything.
That's another reason I like them. I don't spend much time choosing what to wear in the morning.
I wish I could say the same. Sometimes I stand in front of my closet thinking, I have so many clothes. Why do I feel like I have nothing to wear?
That's one of the biggest mysteries in the world.
It really is. I think the problem is that we get bored of seeing the same clothes all the time.
Maybe. Or maybe we just enjoy buying new things more than wearing the old ones.
That's probably true. Do you ever buy clothes because they're comfortable or because they look good?
If I have to choose, comfort wins every time. If something looks amazing but feels uncomfortable, I'll never wear it.
Same here. I've learned that lesson the hard way. There are a few clothes in my closet that still have the price tag on them.
Really? You've never worn them?
Not even once. I bought them because I thought, I'll wear this someday. That day never came.
I think almost everyone has at least one piece of clothing like that.
That's why I try asking myself another question before buying clothes. Can I imagine wearing this next week? If the answer is no, I probably don't need it.
That's actually a useful tip. It helps separate what you truly like from what just looks exciting in the moment.
Exactly. Fashion changes all the time, but buying things you'll actually use is always a good idea.
I couldn't agree more. I'd rather have a few clothes that I really enjoy wearing than a closet full of things I never touch.
Same here. Quality over quantity. I think that's a habit worth learning.
And speaking of buying things we don't really need, there's one situation where almost everyone loses control.
Let me guess. Sales and discounts?
Exactly. That's where shopping gets really dangerous.
I have to admit, sales are my biggest weakness. The moment I see a big 50% off sign, I want to look around.
Even if you don't need anything?
Especially then. Somehow, discounts make everything seem more interesting.
I know the feeling.
But I've learned to ask myself one question. Would I buy this if it weren't on sale?
That's actually a smart idea.
Sometimes we think we're saving money when we're really just spending it.
Exactly. Buying something you don't need isn't saving. It's just buying.
I've definitely made that mistake before. I've bought things just because they were cheap. A few weeks later, I couldn't even remember why I wanted them.
Same here. Now, I usually wait a day before making an unexpected purchase. If I still want it tomorrow, then I think about buying it.
That's a great habit. It gives you time to decide instead of buying something because of the excitement.
And honestly, most of the time, I forget about it completely.
Which probably means you didn't need it in the first place.
Exactly. A good deal isn't always a good decision.
I couldn't agree more. Shopping should make life easier, not fill our homes with things we never use.
Speaking of buying things, there's one type of shopping that always makes me nervous.
Let me guess. Buying gifts for other people?
Yes, that's always a challenge.
Buying gifts sounds easy until you actually have to choose one.
Exactly. I always worry about whether the other person will like it.
Me too. That's why I pay attention when my friends mention something they want. Then, when a birthday comes, I already have an idea.
That's smart. I usually choose practical gifts, something people can use every day.
I like personal gifts. Even something small can mean a lot if it shows that you know the person well.
I agree. The thought behind the gift is often more important than the price.
Definitely. Some of my favorite gifts weren't expensive at all. They just reminded me that someone was really thinking about me.
And wrapping the gift nicely makes it feel even more special.
That's true. Opening a gift is part of the fun.
Speaking of unexpected gifts, have you ever bought something for someone and secretly wanted to keep it yourself?
More than once. Especially if it's a book or something really cute.
Knew I wasn't the only one.
Do you have a funny shopping story?
Oh, yes. One time, I went to buy one thing, just a phone charger. I walked out with snacks, a water bottle, a notebook, and I completely forgot the charger.
That's impressive. I've done something similar. I spent almost an hour choosing between two jackets. In the end, I bought neither of them.
Sometimes making a decision is harder than shopping itself.
Exactly. Another time, I bought a shirt online because it looked amazing in the pictures. When it arrived, the color looked completely different.
That's the risk of online shopping. Photos don't always tell the whole story.
At least I learned to read reviews before buying anything.
Same here. Customer reviews can save you from making a bad decision.
Every shopping mistake teaches us something, usually to think twice before clicking buy now.
That's a lesson I've learned more than once.
So today we talked about shopping habits, personal style, sales, gifts, and even a few funny stories.
And we hope you learned some useful English expressions along the way.
Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you enjoy shopping? What's the funniest shopping experience you've ever had?
Tell us in the comments. We always enjoy reading your stories.
Thanks so much for listening.
Take care.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.